Having talked about the engineering side of things, the capabilities of the platform, how to build this, I want to take a moment to talk about how to use this platform from the perspective of an architect, from the perspective of an application developer, of client applications, what to publish and how to organize this. In the operational plane, especially on the strategic level, domain-driven design is rather widely adopted. The concept of separating your whole problem space, which is in the case of enterprise architecture, it's the whole enterprise, decomposing this into domains that communicate only through specific channels. It allows you to compartmentalize the complexity. Because if you want to understand how you can get, for example, product data from the product domain, you don't need to take a look at the implementation, right? You just need to take a look at what gets published, what interfaces I can interact with. Maybe these are REST APIs, maybe these are open table formats that I can get access to. Maybe, and often, this also will be Kafka topics. And this term, domain boundaries, I saw it, I think, for the first time in Adam Bellemer's work. I've been using this concept for a long time, but it helped me name it. And the idea is that you have a dedicated repository where you specify the touch points of your domain, the interfaces of your domain. And this is really a best practice, I believe. I did run a survey not so long ago, and the dominant response was, yeah, we have a dedicated schema repository. What it does, first of all, it makes it much easier for people from stakeholders from other bounded contexts to approach your domain and understand what's going on. So it lowers the cognitive load. It makes all of the conversations much easier than if the schemas are scattered across the whole domain. Yep. Within the services and so on. But also what it helps with is integrating, building governance based on these interfaces, right? Because if this is your touch point with the rest of the enterprise, then you just need to govern this touch point. And then you can delegate the responsibility of managing like PII data and so on into the domain. Somebody's accountable there, right? But what you make available, it has just a much higher standard of governance, compliance, and so on. Regarding how to structure this, there are two concepts from DDD that, DDD is a bit of a polarizing topic. Not everybody buys into this. I do. I think this is the best way to navigate complexity that I know. And a nice overall comprehensive framework. And there are two concepts that I want to talk about. First one is business events. Business events are an abstract concept, not tied to the implementation itself. This is something that happened in the business. It will have, it will be reflected in code, but it can be abstracted away to just a definition of a piece of data, right? So, for example, a customer going through a shopping list, they click the checkout. Yeah, the customer has checked out, right? Something's happened. Business event happened. For example, your truck is going from warehouse A to warehouse B, but it went off course and it's right now not on the track it's supposed to be. This is a business event, right? An anomaly that we want to make notify the rest of the organization about. And these business events are very granular, and they happen on aggregates, and aggregates are entities grouped together to make a whole that makes sense, right? For you could say that a truck is an aggregate of a truck, a driver, a mobile app installed there, and the cargo, and maybe a few more things in the context of certain application or a certain subdomain. So this aggregate will have multiple business events, and it plays really well with Kafka because Kafka can, in a single topic, you can choose topic record name strategy that allows you to have multiple different schemas in the same topic. And then as long as they share an identifier, they are put on the partition in the same order, so they can be processed in the same order that they happen. These two concepts, I would like to see them more popularized, so I'm doing my part, so to say. And they are really really helpful concepts to start with if you think about what should I actually publish. So business events and aggregates. And where business events are very granular, aggregates can be a state snapshot of, for example, a product. If you are managing a product catalog, you publish your most current state every time. So if somebody's processing sales transactions and need to enrich it with some details of a specific product, they just have an ID, they can just join the stream, right? And then they have access because you've published your aggregate to your data streaming platform and made it available.